And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Central Michigan's offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Rush is on him. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Chippewas decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here's the handoff. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. They'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag game.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now, getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Blake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Touch pass on the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Back to throw, it's Lavis. Bringing the heat. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, it's Blake. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Townsend. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, elation on one side, deflation on the other in the hotly contested battle for the wagon wheel. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside InfoCision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse.
They're setting up the screen.
Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Blake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bulls send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got a chance. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Chippewas need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Chippewas will kick it away to crank up the second half.
13, Buffalo, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw, it's Blake. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Caught over the middle. It's Morrow. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Bulls are on the move. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. This is the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Dolak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lavis. Under fire. With the catch, it's Lewis. And the Chippewas line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sets up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. It's Blake. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and 3/4 are in the books as we head to the 4th. We reach the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Going up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Nice move there. He breaks a tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the run, it's Henderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Blake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chippewas come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes the option. The give to the back. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Chippewas. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got a man, it's Morrow. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Blake. Throwing right. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Chippewas can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Chippewas are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Blake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready.
And the ball squirted out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.